Well, the DC universe is completely f***ed. Anytime Darkseid appears, you know the heroes are going to get screwed in some depressed fashion, but what got them taken advantage of in this case was the anti-life equation. The Justice League tries to jump in and stop the ruler of Apokolips, but things just get more hopeless. Members turn into anti-life zombies, notably Flash, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Others are killed, and it just continues to spiral from there. Imagine death spreading faster than the speed of sound. The fastest man alive has made death more contagious than chickenpox, and the only man who has a chance to match him will become the symbol of death to not just his friends like Wonder Woman, but the entire solar system as well. How are you going to catch up to him? Cyborg asks Superman. Clark is currently scouring the globe searching for anti-life Flash. I don't have to catch up to him. I can come from the other side. I can meet him head on. So Clark has to make a heartbreaking call in order to preserve the lives of everyone else. Superman straight up flies right through the Flash, killing him instantly. But everything has a price to be paid. A tiny piece of berry lodges its way into Superman's gut, and just like that, in a matter of moments, the Justice League would be up against their greatest threat, an anti-life Superman. The worst possible thing that could happen happened, and a half a world away in Themyscira, death was now surfacing on their shores. Your Majesties, something is happening out at sea. Philippus to Queen Hippolyta and Queen Mira. It was the Atlanteans, zombie Atlanteans. So, without any fear in their hearts, the Amazonians charged at the dead of the deep. After his transformation, Superman brought nothing but carnage and chaos. Wonder Woman, with the help of Cyborg and Black Canary, became burdened with the responsibility to stop him. Black Canary starts by using the Lantern Ring to make a megaphone. Forgot to mention, she's a Green Lantern now. Superman groans as he is forced to his knees, but only for the moment. Back in Themyscira, the Amazonians were losing the war. There was no chance for the Amazonians to come out as victors during this onslaught. They cut their losses and decided to save their people. The warriors stayed behind while the others fled for their fleeting lives. Tell my daughter that the promise of Themyscira is hers to honor now, Hippolyta told Wonder Girl, her last order before staying behind. Paradise had finally fallen. Superman finally overcame Black Canary. Even the amplified screams of Black Canary couldn't keep him down anymore. He immediately leapt off the ground, blitzing towards her. Dinah! Cyborg screamed, rushing to her defense. Choom! Cyborg blasting at the Kryptonian as he banged away at the force field, separating him from ripping Canary to shreds. Superman was so focused on his onslaught that he did not notice Diana closing in on him. Shulk! Wonder Woman uses her sword to slice Superman's right hand clean off. She followed up her strike by driving her blade straight through Clark's chest. They believed they actually did something. Superman drives his hand through Wonder Woman's gut, impaling her as she immediately falls to the ground. No! Black Canary yelled as she watched Diana fall, and Superman flew upwards looking to make an escape. Now she too is infected, and the League loses another heavy hitter. Superman, he's gone, you know where. He's seen the arcs. The Princess of Themyscira relaying to Cyborg and Canary as she lay helpless on the ground, awaiting the completion of her transformation. You have to stop him, Wonder Woman said, handing Canary her blade to finish what she could not. They believed that this blade was the key to their salvation, and that's because they modify it to be a Kryptonian killer. In the Fortress of Solitude, allies met to try to discuss what to do after Clark had become zombified. If Superman has turned, then that's it. It's over. The arcs are ready. We need to leave Earth now, Cyborg hopelessly states. Superman can take down both arcs in a heartbeat, Lois replied, and that's when Wonder Woman decided. We need to take him on. How? Black Lightning asked. The Justice League was short on battle strategy without Batman leading them. He had been infected and killed off earlier. With this. After Bruce's demise, Robin donned the Bat costume and continued to project what the Bat symbolizes. Robin continued. Batman left a takedown plan for every superhero. Bruce always kept contingency plans, and that included keeping some kryptonite on hand. These schematics, Alfred started before, could turn the kryptonite into suppressing gas. If we build this, it'll certainly slow Superman down. So that just wasn't enough for the Princess of Themyscira, though. She wasn't looking to just slow down the Kryptonian. That's not enough. My father knew what he was doing. We should trust him, Robin tried to explain. Bruce was a lot of things, but he was never lethal. It was admirable, but we can't hold back now. Diana planned on taking more lethal methods. As the arcs took off, saving the still uninfected humans, Wonder Woman stayed behind to work. Clark is vulnerable to kryptonite and magic. Years ago, my mother and I hypothesized that we could join the two, Wonder Woman said, hammering into her blade, merging it perfectly with kryptonite. You sure it'll work? This is the sword of Athena. Athena was the goddess of war, and we fight for everything, Wonder Woman replied, but Cyborg was still unsure. She completed her improved weapon and took off with Cyborg and Black Canary turned to Green Lantern by her side, and that brings us up to speed. With the arcs making their way off-world, John, Superman's son, noticed his father making his move, and he felt he was the only one capable of handling what needed to be done. Damian, he's coming. My dad. That's not your father. Yeah, I know. Damian and John had built a friendship similar to the ones their fathers shared. They were like brothers. Can I do anything? Damian asks John. Look after Mom for me, yeah? Of course. And just like his father would have done, he stepped up to take on an immeasurable threat to the humanity's symbol of hope, and immediately he left the Ark, hurtling like a flaming meteorite towards his father. Boom! He clashes into Superman, not only stopping him, but buying precious time. And in that moment, hundreds of Green Lantern Corps members came flying to the rescue of the Earthlings. I leave you alone for like a month and the whole place goes to hell, Guy Gardner said to Canary. What's happening? Well, apparently the Green Lantern Corps decided to quarantine Earth, seal the entire planet off. Seeing the number of Green Lantern Corps members and knowing that he probably doesn't stand a chance, Zombie Superman calculated another, more efficient way to accomplish his mission. He flies into the sun and begins draining it. Even the Green Lantern Corps were practically helpless at this point. Ganthet, one of the Guardians of the Universe, then explains what will happen when the Kryptonian is done absorbing the sun. In this time, the entire solar system will grow cold and die, Ganthet said to Canary. And we're just going to let it? Even Green Lantern's light isn't powerful enough to reach the heart of a star. Perhaps it is for the best. We cannot wipe out the virus directly. We cannot risk exposure, but if this system freezes, the virus will sleep. We will monitor this sun and your world, but it's time to move the survivors. Anti-Life Superman checkmated everyone, and Ganthet is ready to cut his losses, but Cyborg is about to find out how to save everyone. Back on Earth, still trying to figure out how to end the nightmare, Cyborg came up with an idea to use Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth on her. The Lasso of Truth compels you. Can you speak? We have a voice, Wonder Woman replied. Is there a way to stop you? Cyborg continues with his questions. We are death. Nothing can stop death. You are a virus. Is there a cure? Yes. What is it? Where is it? Wonder Woman stayed silent, attempting to resist revealing the only thing that can stop them, until she reveals the daunting secret to Cyborg. Where? The cure is in you. You are man and machine. You are binary off and on, patient 0 and the 1, the alpha, the omega. He's the one that started all of this, so it only makes sense that he's the end of it. Cyborg couldn't wrap his head around all of his friends that actually could have been saved. But that means everyone we fought, everyone we ended, they didn't have to die. The Arcs. I have to reach the Arcs. They have to know. But before he could even finish what he was saying, Wonder Woman came from behind him and tears his head from his body. She just ended Cyborg and looking like their chance at survival as well. Life is fleeting. That is the only truth. Death is forever.